All right, everyone, this is the cookie cutter project. I'm going to go ahead and change the file name. All right, don't worry about Mr. Turtle here. I'm going to explain him in a second. So we're going to make a cookie cutter out of, it's easiest to use shapes you find in Tinkercad. Thingiverse will be a lot more challenging than you're going to realize. So I'm going to start simple here with another heart. Okay, so first thing we got to figure out is how big do you want this to be? So this was a cookie cutter. It would be a very tiny cookie. So I'm going to make this about 50 millimeters ish. So you'll notice here that the difference between length and width, we got 28.3326, so about a little over 2 millimeters each side. So I'm going to make this 50. Then I'm going to make this 48. So this is about the size of my cookie cutter. First thing we're going to do is make the base here, this bottom part. So I take that apart, you'll see that. So I'm going to duplicate and repeat. I'm going to slide one over. And this extra one, I'm going to make 4 millimeters each length and width, 4 millimeters smaller. So this will be the part that takes a chunk out of this. So I'm going to make it 44 by 46. Remember, going off by 4s. And then I'm going to make this whole. Before I make it whole, I'm going to duplicate it, move it over here. This one I'm going to make whole. And then we're going to put back in here. So you're going to want to have these centered at least on this point here, but you might want to adjust up and down where your heart's going to be. So I'm going to slide it down just a smidge. That way there's more thickness up here. And then I'm going to group these together. We got that. Now with this, we need to make this down to 2 millimeters to make that base right here. So there we go there. All right, so now we got to make the upright part. Put this over here for now. So I'm going to take this. All right, so this is going to be the upright part. So we need to take out, and if we look here, it fits right in there. So we need to take out the center point. So again, we're going to duplicate and repeat. I'm going to slide one over. This one is going to be the hollow piece or the whole piece. So again, we're going to go down by 4. So I'm going to make this 40 millimeters this side, 42 over here. And then we're going to line these up together. See that it's a little tight up here again, so I'm going to just try and adjust it a little bit, keep them centered. That looks good enough. But I'm going to want it a little bit down farther. So what I'm going to do is change the snap grid here to 0.5. And what that does, it allows us to move our object 0.5 millimeters each slide instead of the one that normally is. So I'm going to just slide down there. That looks perfect. I'm going to turn my snap grid back on so I don't mess anything up. All right. So I'm going to group these together. And then that's good. Next thing we got to do is make this higher. That way the cookie can cut bigger cookies, whatever. So we're going to make this 17 millimeters higher. And now we need to put these together. So I'm going to spin it around. Looks like it's all touching each other. Oh, no, it is not. Right there. There we go. Now it's all linked. And we've got a cookie cutter. So for yours, you'll want to think about how big you want yours to be. This one here is going to be about that wide. So you might want to go a little bit bigger than 50, maybe up to 100. Now the turtle here. So I have the turtle sitting here because I was going to do a turtle cookie cutter. The issue with doing that is it's hard to get the base part done. So if we do the same principle, let's say we go down by 4 millimeters this side, 4 over here, make it hollow, trying to line it up is pretty much impossible. So you would either have to use the sketch tool right here, scribble tool, and try and just draw your own cookie cutter, which sounds like a nightmare to me. So individually adjusting this is going to be a pain, so I don't recommend trying it. But if I've seen kids impress me before, so if you want to try a shape from Thingiverse, you can. But yeah, that's going to be pretty challenging. So I'd stick to a simple shape for this one. But there you go. There is the cookie cutter.